This is how the countryside in the north of Luxembourg looks like a lot of rolling hills, a lot of pastures, fields with some wheat, barley, oats, a lot of grass for making hay for the cows. And this here is the main road going from the northernmost point of Luxembourg, from Belgium, down to the south, to the capital city of Luxembourg. So today we're exploring the countryside here, and tomorrow we're gonna be in the city of Luxembourg. Well, that smells awesome, fresh Luxembourg air. It's all cow manure, shit here, everywhere. That's how it smells here. There's some nice looking horses here. Cute, right? Bothered by all the flies. Beautiful nature, landscape, cow pastures everywhere, every field full of cows. This is, by the way, where I came through, down this valley, up to the village and through here. Long walks always. This is what I actually came to show you. This is how it looks like in Luxembourg. Fields, 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 some forest, a lot of wind turbines. And that's basically the highest part of all of Luxembourg. These hills here, around here, that's the highest point, I think, for me today, where I'm going to be walking, something around, I don't know, 550 meters. That's about it. That's up there is the highest point, somewhere here. I don't know quite, you can't really see because it's not really, it's slightly higher than whatever the other hill. But yeah, that's how it looks like here in the northern of Luxembourg. Entering the village of Hupperdange in French, I guess, and Hepperdang in German or Luxembourgian. I guess that's how you call the language. Gemeente Clervaux, which means municipality of Clervaux. And this here, Hauptstraße, it means Hauptstraße in German. So basically what I want to show you is that this couple villages where I started this morning, and including this village here, the road names are in German, and I guess people speak German or Luxembourgian. And then just the next town of Clervaux, or Clervaux in German, they use French for the road signs. So somewhere kind of in between here, the countryside here, is the language barrier between these two languages. I guess German and French here in Luxembourg, similar to Belgium, where they speak French and German here in the southern part, next to the German border, and up in the north they speak Flemish, which is Dutch basically. So yeah, just not one language in the country. And that's Hupperdange. As you can see, it's quite rural. Many people here still do farming for their living. A lot of cows, a lot of farming, a lot of selling probably agricultural produce. I saw some onions here. A soccer field. Yeah, very rural. Must be, this is probably the farming area for whole of Luxembourg, producing milk, dairy, this kind of stuff. Because everywhere I can see combines, harvesting, tractors, and all this kind of stuff around. Not like Luxembourg, the capital city, where there's a lot of institutions from the European Union, finance sector, and a lot of service. But here it's still the basic farming, construction, and this kind of stuff, I guess. What I really like about walking on these roads here is just this changing colors. You have some green here, green there. There it's already golden from the wheat, which is ready to harvest. And then you have this beautiful linden alley. Amazing. So amazing walking here in Luxembourg. And besides the really main highways, there's hardly any traffic. Well, as I say this, of course 3 guys on their motorcycle pass by, but other than this, hardly any traffic around here. What a brand new road they just opened here around Clervaux. Obviously I'm not allowed to walk on that brand new road because it's kind of a faster road, so I have to walk on the old road up here. But that's such an amazing view to look down. Look at this steep wall all holding this mountain here, not to slide down. Nice view, really. And almost in Clervaux, just have to get around the corner here and we're gonna be in the old city. Coming from up there and for the first time really seeing Clervaux. This year, this brand new building is a school complex. What a badass place. Look at this. Brand new. There's the train station here and further to the old city center with a monastery up on the hill. Really nice place. Oh, and the train coming in. Let's see how a train in Luxembourg looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wagons. That's a lot. Entering Clervaux over this beautiful bridge with these nice flowers everywhere. What a nice place this is. Luxembourg. Clervaux. Well, this feels like the first city, town, not just a village. So far it was really just countryside, and here you can see now it feels more like city feeling. 2 trains in here. One is leaving south, one is leaving north, probably to Belgium somewhere. The one south going to Luxembourg, capital city. Well, here in Clervaux, there must be still proud of the Americans liberating the city. Colonel Hurley E. Fowler, Infantry Regiment, 28th Division, December 16, 1944. But I read, actually, the US troops liberated the city from the Germans in September 1944, and the Germans took it back. Actually, they were fighting against the US troops here and pushed them back. So it's actually interesting. Even 1944, when the German military was weakened on all kind of fronts, and they still pushed the US troops back here, and then finally in December the city was finally free of the German occupation. But somehow I think the most glorious days of this city are over, because you can see a lot of empty buildings, like boarded up. Here must have been, who knows, I don't know if there would be like rooms for renting, something inside. It's all full of garbage. People going in probably somewhere from the back, climbing in, trashing up everything. Yeah. And this building, whatever it used to be, empty, some demolished buildings along this cliff here on the side. So yeah, probably must have been some with this kind of terrace down here, renting rooms or something a long time ago, I guess. Well guys, I got so thirsty because it's actually quite warm walking, whatever, 22 degrees. And I drank all my water I had with me in the bag, so I had to stop here in Clervaux at some kiosk. Got myself cold water because I need some more for walking. And then I got myself a beer. Dietrich Premium zu Luxembourg gebraut, which means brewed in Luxembourg from 1871. Let's try Luxembourg beer. I never had one before. Well, and I'm not sitting in a fancy pub, I'm not sitting whatever nice restaurant, but sitting along the river here. And there's some nice paintings here, which is the church here in Clervaux, some other old building, and then the castle up there. So it's actually relaxing sitting to the water, feeling the water, better than sitting with a bunch of other guys back in the city center. But it's quite peaceful today, actually. Not many people around here, so I don't know. Even though it's summertime, not that many people around. Well guys, gonna try my beer, which I have to open first. Make sure I don't drop it in the water. It's good. It's good beer. Delicious. Cheers for Luxembourg. And did I say? One beer and one bottle of water. €5. I think the beer is 3, the water is €2. It's kind of expensive if you don't buy it in a supermarket. It's just a kiosk here in the city. But that's what it is. The supermarket was closed. It opens at 2 again. It's 1 now. And I'm thirsty. Want to make a stop here and then keep going. This statue is of a GI soldier, just a regular US soldier back in the day when they were stationed here in the Ardennes. And here is another statue of the people of Clervaux welcoming the soldiers when they were liberating the city from the German occupation. This is a beautiful old, like medieval city up on the slopes in the valley here. Especially the cathedral here. It's really, really beautiful. Very nice little town here in the Ardennes. And the castle here. Very interesting valley. This is what kind of artillery the Americans used here, liberating the city against the Germans. Doesn't look as big, right? Looks like a toy compared to what they use nowadays. Let's go check out the cemetery, just because it's really next to the road here. And like I mentioned one time before, often when you come to a cemetery you have a really nice view on the town, on the city, which even here is kind of true. It's not as big, but it's definitely Nice, well kept cemetery. But a lot of, is it famille? I'm looking, is it French or is it German? Heinen, Schilling, Schildkes, Toll-Mettendorf. Looks like more German names than actually French. Beautiful place, really beautiful. And Clervaux, all in the valley, following the river. This is how I came through here. This looks like the biggest grave from the mall, all the way in the first one from the mall. But family Richard, even from 1745 to 1819, and the last one to be buried in 1918. Crazy. That's a really old grave. So well kept, so well kept. I came up on top of this hill here, going further south. Down there, basically in this valley, is Clervaux. You can't see anything, just the monastery up here on top of the hill. It's the only building from the city you can see from here. The whole city is hidden down there, as if it's not even existing. Here, a little snack here along the road. Some wild blackberries. Just getting ripe. They're tiny but sweet. I used to pick this as a kid. We used to make jam. You have to pick many of them to make it worthwhile, and they're a lot of thorns, but delicious when you make homemade jam. So good. You know what, guys, I found again another great spot just to chill out a little bit, maybe have a bite now. And I'm gonna take off my shoes, take off my socks, which I'm doing now, and just cool off my feet a little bit, because it's been already 25 kilometers of walking. And why not use the nature around here? Looks good, right? The water coming down here, little rock here, and then still cold, quite cold actually, but it's good. And I'm gonna have a bite to eat. A little bit of bread, some sausage, something, just quick bite, relax a little bit. Just some sausage and a little bit of bread. Nothing better when you're hiking. I mean, I could have eaten in Clervaux, have a fancy lunch, but when I'm hiking, I enjoy this much more. The only thing I wish I had was a coffee. I don't have one, maybe later, somewhere. Feels so good. Standing in the water a little bit, walking through here. What a nice place. nature at its finest, and nobody around. Hopefully I don't slip. Well, that should be enough for cooling off. Been here now for half an hour. Feet are cold. Time to get dry and get back on the road. You know what, guys? I totally didn't expect Luxembourg to be like this hilly, mountainous, and I did expect some farming, but I didn't expect as much forestry. Look at this here. It's a kind of brand new road in the mountain, forestry road, which a bulldozer just pushed through. It's crazy. So much cutting here. So many forestry roads and logs everywhere, and as I'm walking I'm even meeting some forestry tractors passing by. It's really insane. I really didn't expect this from Luxembourg. Obviously, like, Luxembourg is much bigger than it just kind of seems on the map. It's not like the tiniest little country in Europe. It's small, but there's still some area to it. As you see here, another spot all just cut up, and they're gonna plant some whatever fir or something to grow on this spot. Okay, just crazy. Well, there you go, you idiot. When you're using forestry roads instead of walking on some normal trails. But luckily here it's a bit dry, because there's been a lot of logging recently, so the whole thing here is kind of dug up, and there are the logs here at the end of the forestry road. Ready to be picked up at the main road here. Well, enough of the forest today. Bye bye. Back on the roads. Let's figure out where I have to go. That's a really nice, small, picturesque village. Siebenaler. Tiny village up here on the hillside. Very beautiful. Very old, quiet, hardly any people around. There are some people sitting in their gardens, just chilling, saying hello. Life here seems, for some reason, not as fast, I don't know, like as I'm used to it in Germany. Very laid back. Nice buildings. Kept very nice. Bei der Kirche. At the church. That's what the sign says. So I guess now I'm in the German-speaking area again. I made it through the whole municipality of Clervaux, and basically from that point up there, from the north to here, it's also the canton. So I crossed the whole canton, the municipality, 28 kilometers so far. So that's it. Just gotta go next village. Gotta go to the train station, catch a train back, another bus, and go up to grab my car up there in the hills. Well guys, you won't believe what I found out now. I was just looking around at the time schedule here. There's like, I want to go to Clervaux at 5:05 and I don't see a vending machine, I don't see anything. And then I looked around at this little train station. There is a guy actually inside, so I asked him, how about the train ticket, where can I buy it? And he said all the public transport in Luxembourg is free, so you just hop on the train and here you go. That's insane. I never heard this before. So it's free, it's free. So I just wait for the train. He says just don't sit in the first class, then you have to, I don't know, make a reservation or something, pay for it, but otherwise it's free. Unbelievable, so crazy. I still can't believe the train is for free. I just wanted to ask, how much do you think it's gonna cost for the 10 kilometers from here to Clervaux? And I still just can't believe it. Just really free. Here's the train. Such good trains, such good transportation, and then it's free. It's really, really unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm on the train. We're leaving. The train looks amazing. Look, you can do downstairs, upstairs, and then here you have reserved seats. You can go from Luxembourg to Düsseldorf. So here you should not go inside, but here, and it's not even full. Just so crazy. Have you ever heard about the country where the trains are for free, the buses are for free? You want to go hiking, just like I do, and now I need to catch the bus back to my car for free. Or you just go, take the bus, take the train. Just do as many trips as possible. Every weekend, all for free. Take your own food with you. I can't believe it. That's just, I never heard about it. So amazing.
Clervaux. Descente du côté droit dans le sens de la marche.
I'm back in Lille. Just got back to my car 2 minutes ago. I just got off the bus here at the bus station where I started my walk this morning. I rode 25 minutes from Clervaux. I don't know, like 15 bus stops from there to here. And isn't this crazy? I still cannot believe it. The transport, public transport in Luxembourg is for free. So tell me guys, is Luxembourg not the best country in the world? This is just insane. So insane. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I know. Well guys, see you tomorrow in the city of Luxembourg.